What up, guys? This is Go Time with Showtime. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, always, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do this story out of Shelby County. Now, this story right here is tragic, and it contains this 3-year-old right here by the name of Israel Paul. Now, what happened to Israel Paul is very sad. But in the news article and around the world, this story right here is missing a very big picture. So before I get into this story, I'm gonna roll the clip as always, guys. And like always, we are gonna come back and talk about what I think about this story and what was the big picture we all was missing, including the news. I'll see you back here in a sec.
Israel Powell and his family after he was reported missing early Friday morning. The Shelby County Sheriff Department searching for hours to find the young boy until finally a body was pulled from Jamison Lake. Now, rescue teams believing that body to be the missing toddler. Our Caleb Hilliard has more on this tragedy and the emotional toll it's taking on that community.
Yeah, Rudy, a sad day for Powell's family and parents everywhere. We're still waiting for more details to come out, but this is how it all started. In the early hours Friday morning, neighbors noticed their motion camera detected kids walking by their house, the house which is located directly behind me. They called 911 and the search began.
It's heartbreaking. We try to protect our children, and it's heartbreaking to hear something like this that goes on for anyone.
Sheriff officers searching with boats, drones, and other vehicles trying to find the missing children. After receiving the 911 call, sheriff deputies went door to door asking for resident surveillance camera footage. Eventually, they found Powell's 4-year-old sister. She was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Hours later, deputies pulled a body from Jamison Lake, believed to be the missing toddler. The news leaving this community activist outraged.
And I said, well, where is any railgating to protect somebody from falling over? There is no, it's just wide open.
The neighborhood's homeowners association has a sign posted by the lake prohibiting swimming. But Kenny Lee says this is not enough.
But what is a sign gonna do? That sign didn't stop that baby from going down there last night. A sign is not enough. We just had one child, Sequoia, that was missing. I don't want, I wouldn't even think to even imagine that hours later this year.
Neighbors telling us when sheriff deputies came around asking to see their surveillance video, they inquired about 3 children. So far, we only have information about 2. In Southeast Shelby County, I'm Caleb Hilliard.
Hi guys, welcome back. You just saw that story. Tragic ending. Very sad. My heart goes out to the parents of this child, and my heart goes out to the community that had to experience a loss of a child by something they enjoyed being around. Now, this right here is a community with a storm water pond for people that like to live around the water. You got the aggregates on TV saying, why wasn't it a gate around it? Why was it just a sign and that sign did not stop this 3-year-old for walking into the pond? Understandable, ma'am. But the bigger picture of all of this to me is, why was a 3-year-old and 4-year-old outside unsupervised walking around a community by themselves? Where was their parents? We so quick to blame something that has nothing to do with the bigger picture. Blaming that pun for this tragic is not it. Where was these parents? Why was these kids outside? I need those answers to be, those questions to be answered. I could care less about a pond that does not move. Because, for one, these kids had to walk out of somebody's house and go there. So where was the parents that were supposed to be in this house? Why wasn't there watching a 3 and 4-year-old? How can you let these little kids slip out of your sight? What was you doing so important that you did not notice 2 of your kids, small kids, was gone? Because small kids make a lot of noise. What was you doing? Why didn't you notice? Why did it have to take them to sit there and look up video cameras? What was these parents out looking for these kids? I know they hurt and I know they destroyed. They should be. Because this is your fault. Kids don't just slip away. Some of them do. But parents that pays attention, that never happens to. That right there wouldn't have even been an issue. When parents keep their focus on their kids, because we have one job as parents, and that's to protect these kids that cannot protect themselves. Is to watch these kids that cannot watch themselves. Is to make sure no hurt, harm, and danger comes to these small children that cannot protect themselves. If we don't do that as parents, we fail these children. How can we call ourselves parents? How? How can we sit there and be destroyed about something we did not do as parents and going above and beyond keeping our kids safe? We all know, yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. But we all know it's something missing in this story. Because it's no way 2 kids, small like this, got out the eyesight of parents or whomever was watching them to wander the streets alone and go to this pond and fall in. Yeah, that sign not gonna protect them. That's the parents' job. I'm just so sorry to say it, that it's the parents' job. I'm not faulting them, but I am saying, where were they? Why they kids was outside? How can this have happened if they was watching their kids? This neighborhood is probably going through a lot, and they probably feel sorry and they probably feel bad that this happened to this child. But you got to also ask yourself how many kids in this community that does not just go wandering into this pond because their parents are actually being parents and watching them and making sure that they're not doing things to hurt themselves or be in this kind of predicament. Now, it probably do need a gate around it. But if it get a gate around it, what's next? When these same kids or different kids wander through this neighborhood and maybe get ran over or picked up and kidnapped, then what? We gonna still focus on that gate around that pond, or we gonna focus on these parents that's not paying attention? Guys, let me know how you feel about this story. Remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. And I'll see all you back here in my next videos.